Hiya, I'm Mika, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the... Miracle Mask. Took me a bit. The Dormitory. It's not exactly an inspiring name, is it? Camels come in two varieties, one hump or two. Hey Layton, were you here for the conversation? Oh. To say the hotels were avant-garde would be an understatement. The palatial rooftops are particularly eye-catching. They don't have buildings like these in London. I think I'm pretty good. Oh? Oh, that's just a sign. Alright, we're gonna go into the hotel. Hi, I already said that. It's a different day. I'm a little bit amped. I just took a walk, talked to a friend, had a great time. And I'm back and we're doing a recording. Let's go ahead and check with the gentleman at the front desk. Can I check the smokestack on this strange house? What is this little shack here? It looks vaguely familiar. Yeah, it looks like a house from Miss Gallery. Are you having deja vu, Luke? Is this part of the hotel's decor? It's rather large for a conversation piece. It must serve some function. It looks like Miss Gallery. This sort of architectural design, although it also has like a very bookish roof, which I don't recall being the architecture for Miss Gallery, really. Hello. You're not the gentleman at the front desk, but I'd like to talk to you. Yuming. I love this hotel. The location is perfect. But the name, the dormitory? I mean, what's that supposed to mean? I hate it. Actually, I rather like the name. It refers to the camel on the sign out front. Oh, does it? Your tastes are different than mine, certainly. Anyway, I heard there's another hotel in town that rivals this one. I may check that one out as well. Isn't it fun to see different hotels when you're visiting a city? I love it. Your tastes are certainly different than mine. Yes, perhaps we will look at some of the other hotels later as well. It was nice to meet you. Hello. You're not behind the desk either, frankly. Greetings. Do you have a reservation? I believe so. Herschel Layton? I'm sorry, but I don't see anything under that name. We are fully booked at the moment. Perhaps another hotel would be... Oh, here it is. Professor Layton. Of course, as guests of our owners, we are at your service. I'll get your keys. One moment. So, do the Ladors own this hotel? That is news to me. Quite impressive. I can see how Henry would enjoy the classic formality of the place. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't have my microphone ready for me to record. It was facing the wrong way and didn't have the pop filter in front of it. I hope that wasn't too bad. I also hope the noise of me moving it wasn't too obstructive. Professor, what is Mr. Lador like? Were you two close friends as well? I remember Henry as a very refined and polite young gentleman. However, Henry and I never talked all that much, to be honest. He and Randall were quite close, though. I can't wait to meet Mr. Lador. Everything is ready, sir. Now, if I could just have you sign here. Please, allow me to offer you a welcome puzzle. Compliments of the house. The treatment here is certainly first class. A welcome puzzle, how lovely. Sharing the burden. Alright, cool. I see. 2 porters have to carry 6 pieces of luggage of unknown weight. Each piece weighs a different amount. And they are labeled in order of weight from A to F, with A being the lightest and F being the heaviest. Each piece weighs up to 10 pounds, and the weight total is 40 pounds or less. Each porter can carry up to 20 pounds at once, and between them, they want to carry all in one trip. How should they divide up the luggage between them? Pile it all up in their hands and ring the bell when ready. What was it again? A to F. A is lightest, F is heaviest. Okay. So I want to... Black note. We got heavy, light. We've got a max of 40. No, hold on. Each one weighs up to 10. So let's assume that F is, in fact, 10. And let's use the smaller pencil. If this is 10, that means none of these can be 10. So then let's assume this is 9. Then this would be 8, 7, 6, 5. So then we could do 10, 5, and that's 15, but they can't carry any more. It adds up to 40. 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 is 15, 15, 15. That's 45. That's not possible. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's real quick, in a thinner pencil, let's just do some math. 40 divided by 6. Can't have any up here. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7? 5 times 7 is 35. It's going to end up being 6. And it's going to end up being 6.6 repeated because it's going to be minus 36, which makes 4. Which brings us the whole problem over again of 40. So the average ends up being 6. So 10, well, around 7, actually, is a safer bet to just round it up. So 10 plus 5 divided by 2 is over 7. 10 plus 4, so A would be around 4? 3 or 4? 3 to 4. I mean, realistically, the math doesn't matter, because the solution ends up being something sort of like this. You've got those two as lighter, so these two as heavier. Right? That's going to be approximately it. I didn't mean to legitimately do a red herring on you. I just wondered if there was enough information there to solve it otherwise. Correct. The luggage crisis has been averted. Someone takes the heaviest and the lightest. The other person takes the next heaviest and the next lightest. And it's pretty straightforward. You don't need to know any of the weights realistically. If it goes up to a max of 40, there's no way you're going to over-encumber someone by dividing it up that way. Puzzle 12. Sharing the burden is now in your puzzle index. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. We have you in room 502. Enjoy your stay. Thank you very much. That made for a wonderful welcome. Do you think all of the guests get a free puzzle when they arrive, or just the preferred ones? Oof. Fantastic question. I want to look at the chandelier up here, because there's a hint coin in there. Alright, onto the room. The rooms are so luxurious. This has to be the nicest hotel in Montedor. Montedor. The beds look so soft, too. I got distracted. Not by anything. My eyes just unfocused. Unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Unfocus your eyes. It's time to vibe. Drink some water. I do mean that genuinely, even though I'm putting on a voice. It's always weird when people say it. At least that's my experience when I'm watching a video. Feels touchy, but also like, I don't know, maybe it's good advice. Take some time to stretch. Like, this isn't an hours-long stream, so maybe that advice doesn't matter as much. I don't know if you're watching this as the first thing today, or like the 10,000th video that auto-played while you were asleep. Fuck if I know, man. Regardless, I hope you're enjoying your stay. We've had quite an eventful first day here in Montedor, wouldn't you say so, Emmy? Oh, it's only been a day? You can say that again, Luke. I'm spent. A day like today makes me wonder if there really is magic out there in the world. Do you really think the Mask of Chaos holds some magical power? We can't say for certain, Luke, but we don't want to jump to any conclusions one way or the other. If it wasn't magic that turned those people to stone, what was it? That's the question, isn't it? And we're here to find out the answer. Yes, but let's say the mask didn't actually have magical powers. If that's the case, then why would anyone steal it? Because people believe it has magical power? A good question, Luke. My intuition tells me that there is more to the masked gentleman than meets the eye. Honestly, I'm not fully convinced that he actually has the Mask of Chaos. After all, I saw that mask disappear many years ago. What happened to it, Professor? You said it had something to do with your best friend Randall? Tell us about him, Professor. About Randall? Professor, I know this may be difficult for you, but any information you can share with us may help our investigation. If that would be all right, Professor, we don't want to pry. Emmy wants to pry. It sounds like she wants to pry. Yes, perhaps you are right. It may help our investigation. It may help me as well. Very well. This is around the last time I saw Angela. Randall, Angela, Henry, and I all lived in a small town called Stensbury, just over the mountain range here. It was a charming place. No one locked their doors. We were surrounded by nature, and Randall was, indeed, my best friend. He educated me in all sorts of disciplines, including archaeology. I still have much to learn in the field, most certainly. However, back then I wasn't even vaguely interested in archaeology. What? Really? I can't imagine that. Cutscene time?
That night, we just listened to the professor. It broke my heart to hear him recount how he had lost his best friend. But hidden in his story was a clue that would prove essential to solving the case of the masked gentleman.
Ooh. Yes, I would like to save my progress. Classroom. Chapter 2, The Secret of Norwell. Who? What? Where? Why Norwell?
The first I heard of the Mask of Chaos. It must have been about 18 years ago.
Holy shit. Such big hair.
I win again, Herschel. Guess that means you'll be going with me tonight.
Randall, I told you, I'm not interested in archaeology.
Stop with the nonsense, Herschel. What happened to your sense of adventure?
You can't be serious.
Yes, I'm very serious, Herschel. I'm going to make archaeological history tonight. Do you have any idea what this could mean? It'll be the find of the century, and you're coming with me. So what do you say there, old chum? You're in, right?
Randall, I don't... Okay.
This time will be different, Herschel. You won't regret it, I swear.
Has he come with you multiple times?
I've got a good feeling about this.
I love his orange bandana.
I've heard that one before, Randall. I don't have time to go on another one of these silly expeditions of yours.
I'm telling you, this is different, Herschel. It isn't some silly adventure. I think I might be onto something big this time.
Hold on. I need to Google. Randall. Professor Layton. Voice actor. I'm sorry, his last name's Ascot? I knew it was Yuri. I heard Yuri Lowenthal in that voice. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, really? Do tell.
Oof, dripping with sarcasm, Herschel.
Something priceless. Something indescribable. Something beyond your wildest dreams, Herschel.
He's doing really good with the accent, I think.
All right, class, you've proven your legs work. Now please exercise your backsides and be seated.
What a sassy professor.
Just meet me tonight. Soon our names will be in all the papers. You'll be the famous scholar Herschel Layton.
Mr. Collins doesn't have the toughest lessons. Did you copy down what was on the board? Are we supposed to leave? Sounded like it was class time. Ah, good. You're all seated. Perhaps there's hope for the future. I'm sure everyone did the reading from Donald Rutledge's groundbreaking book, Ancient Histories, correct? So everyone already knows that Rutledge searched several archaeological sites which he believed shared similar origins. Of course, we all know he found a common factor linking these sites, which was the previously unknown Azran civilization. Years later, we have barely scratched the surface of the Azran and the wonders they left behind. Rutledge's breakthrough sparked a boom in the field of archaeological research, but you all already know that, of course. Here on page 13, we see an incomplete journal entry from one excavation. Layton, what do you make of this? Let me take a look, sir. Oof, oh fuck, ish, fuck, oof. Ancient artifacts. These explorers each found a unique object at a different depth in the ruins. Use the following statements to fill in facts about each artifact, its material, and its depth. The doll is made of wood. Okay. B dug 100 centimeters deeper than D, who found something made of blue-tinged metal. What? Who found something made of stone at 50 centimeters deep. Okay, okay. An item made of blue-tinged metal was found deeper down than the wooden one. So deeper than 150. The pot is made of sandy clay. The coin was found in a shallower place than the sword. Okay, alright, cool. B dug 100 centimeters deeper than D, who found something made of stone at 50 centimeters deep. So, D, we've got 50. B would be 150. Those are all of our options. Each found a unique object at a different depth, so that leaves you finding something at 100. Doll is made of wood. Pot is made of sandy clay. Coin was found in a shallower place than the sword. B dug 100 centimeters deeper than D, who found something made of stone at 50 centimeters deep. An item made of blue-tinged metal was found deeper down than the wood one. Okay. Okay, so we've got material here. Clearly that's stone. We've got the objects up here. An item made of blue-tinged metal was found deeper down than the wood one. Am I supposed to take it that that's a doll? That's a coin, that's a sword, that's a pot, so this has to be a doll. Doll is made of wood, so we get wood there. Blue-tinged metal was found deeper than the wooden one. So blue-tinged metal, deeper than the wooden one. The pot is made of sandy clay. There's only one sandy clay left, so this has to be the pot. The coin was found in a shallower place than the sword, so it has to be a stone coin. That has to be it.
I'm not certain. Did I get it?
Oh, I hate that you weren't smiling in that one. I was certain I was wrong. You made me certain I was wrong. Correct. A found a metal blade at 200 centimeters deep. B found a wooden doll at 150 centimeters deep. C found a clay pot at 100 centimeters deep. And D found a stone coin at 50 centimeters deep. Quite a successful expedition. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I can't imagine how much you could learn about a place from all that stuff. Ancient artifacts added to puzzle index. Humph, I didn't actually think that was possible. Good work, Layton. Now sit. Thank you, sir. I will. Let's move on. One of Rutledge's most interesting discoveries was the stone circle Pilanoth. Pilanoth. Pilanoth was theorized to be a primitive holy site. Some rather unique artifacts were discovered there. These artifacts were the basis for a complex comparative study by the noted biologist Doris Pompitos. She theorized that these ancient peoples exhibited heightened intellects as well as an elaborate language. Furthermore, through extensive fossil analysis, she proved that Earth once had an entirely different ecosystem. Fossils have a way of telling a story. Would anyone care to show me how? Another puzzle. Sir, let me do it, please. All right, Ascot. Let's see if your ability matches your enthusiasm. This fossil was found on a riverbed. Close examination reveals tooth marks, suggesting that it was formed when some kind of ancient fish bit into something tasty. Can you tell which of the fish pictured in the book made these tooth marks? I mean, we're only looking at an upper jaw. But I think it's A. Like, both of them have teeth that go far back into their mouths, so you would expect something further back here, but A doesn't. Furthermore, there's only 3 teeth in the top row, so that could account for these 3 teeth here, which are half of it, and then the other 3 teeth, of course, on the other side. But this illustration is only on the side. This is 4 teeth, that's 4 teeth. I think it's gotta be A.
How exciting! Just leave it to me.
Correct. The answer is A. The shape of the teeth is irrelevant. Looking at the bite mark as a whole, you can see that only 3 pairs of front teeth made an impression. So only a fish without any back teeth could have made these marks. Please let me save. Bite of bygone days. I should have saved a while ago, but it felt like a little bit of a shorter episode for a Layton. Impressive, Ascot. I see you've done your homework on this topic. With all due respect, sir, my brain barely broke a sweat. I mean, that one was very easy. I am due a bit more respect than that. Ascot's endless confidence will be on the final exam, so do take note of it. I like this professor. Moving on, our ancient forefathers created many wonders here in England, of which you've only the smallest handful. We found only the smallest handful. Most of these marvels were crushed beneath the heel of time, but their legacies remain in various forms. Sir, oh, Mr. Collins. The lavatory pass is on my desk, Ascot. No, sir, it's not that. I was wondering if you've heard of the Mask of Chaos. Yes, Ascot. I'm also aware of the Rosetta Stone and the mythology of the Holy Grail, if you're checking my qualifications. According to Rutledge, the Mask of Chaos was imbued with magical powers. Do you think it actually exists, sir? I find it unlikely that such a sought-after artifact filled with magical powers would go unfound for this long. If I thought such treasures were still waiting to be found, I would be out looking for them rather than here lecturing you all. That being said, even if its existence and power were somehow proven, it would take a master archaeologist to find it. So, Ascot, if you are done with your series of irrelevant questions, perhaps I can continue teaching you relevant answers. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Thank you, sir. I mean, that was a little aggressive. I don't know if that's necessary. Oh, Randall, sheesh. Since you're so keen to show off your formidable intellect, Ascot, can you solve the next problem, too? It's a puzzle gauntlet. I'm in a puzzle gauntlet. Puzzle 15, fix the fossil. Here is a fossil that has been broken into 9 pieces. It had been restored once before, but let's just say one of the teachers is a bit clumsy. It used to be in a 3x3 square. Can you put it back together? Since it's quite fragile, you can only move 3 pieces at a time, horizontally or vertically. Put it back together in the center of the grid when it's complete. Okay. I mean, how do I move? Okay, okay.
Listen to this, Herschel. Every puzzle has an answer.
Correct. So it was an ammonite fossil. You can solve this puzzle in just 4 moves. Who'd have thought it was so simple? I'm pretty sure I just did it in 4 moves. Puzzle 15. Fix the fossils now in the puzzle index. And somehow, from reminiscing the past, we have a robot factory puzzle. All right, I see you've been sufficiently dazzled by the marvels of science enough for one day. Class dismissed. Wow, that just flew by. Cranky Collins is a grump, but he knows how to give a lecture. What was that you were pestering him about? Ha! Curious, are you? Curious as to why you would provoke the person who controls your grade, yes. Well, come over to my house later tonight and I'll explain everything. Don't make me the bad guy, Herschel. I hate withholding information from you. Randall, honestly, sometimes I just don't understand you at all. And so goes the price of genius. Just meet me at my place after dinner, okay? Oh, can I save from my backpack? I can't. Oh, wow. Young Layton has mysteries. He has thoughts on all of this. The Gallery Plaza in the center of town was built on top of an oasis. The city probably developed around the water source. Okay, so it's the same thoughts as when he has a hat. Alright. Safe. Thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves and tomorrow's another day. I hope to see you then. Bye!